Are you ready for Clifford's Corner podcast?
Yes!
With your host, Clifford English. Turn your speakers up, cause the episodes be dripping.
Got that drip. I got the drip.
He's talking about society, culture, and more. What you need to know, when you need to know. And now, here's your host,
They call me
Clifford English.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Clifford's Corner, where we encourage, where we empower, where we equip, we educate, and we entertain you. And thank you for joining us for another edition of Clifford's Corner. This podcast today is brought to you by Majestic Events and Entertainment, DJing, photo booth, uplighting, custom monograms, event planning. Visit the website at majesticeventsandentertainment.com. So again, we want to thank you for being a part of this lovely podcast. We want you to like our Facebook page, also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So for those of you who all are planning on commenting, what I'm gonna start doing after today is, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm not pulling your comments up on my screen. You need to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. So as I said before, the last time I had these two on, the views and opinions of these two that I'm bringing on here do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Clifford's Corner. However, they might be very close. So let's say good morning to Mia.
Good morning
to Mia and James.
Morning.
And notice how I had to separate them again, because last time they looked like they wanted to fight each other, and I didn't want to be the reason. Wait a minute, James and Mia. That's the wrong button. Hold up. Here we go. Okay, let me stop it. They're laughing too much. Okay, so we want to always, the podcast is always designed to talk about stuff that mainstream media, TV, radio stations will not talk about. So the topic for today is these hoes, period. Let me put it up here too, so everybody can see it. That's the topic for today. We talking about these hoes out here. Now, I don't want anybody saying I'm not calling nobody no hoe, or excuse me, a whore. For those of y'all who live on the opposite side of town, I'm not calling you that. I'm not saying that. But we need to be able to understand. See, in order for you to be able to understand a hoe, you got to know what you're dealing with. Can James and me, y'all agree? You agree with that?
I agree.
Okay. So there are you can be a hoe for anything, on your job, in the workplace, in your relationship. You can, but I kind of want to be about these ones that they got multiple responsibilities. For instance, like a dude that got a whole bunch of gals running behind him, and sometimes it is a badge of honor, I think, for men. James, you might not want to answer this because your wife is on there, but it's a badge of honor for a guy to be called a hoe. I never thought that was anything flattering for me. And of course, I've never been called that either, not to my face. So Mia, you look like you want to go first. Your definition of what a hoe is. Wait a minute. And don't call any names. We all can agree we know at least one hoe, right? Shake your head, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, go Mia.
So for me, definition of hoe. So there are a couple of things, right? There are some women who are bartering sex for money, trips, nice things. That's a version of a hoe, but she's trying to get somewhere. And at some point, she'll probably meet somebody that's going to marry her and take her away from that. A hoe for real is just somebody that will sleep with anyone that gives them a crumb of attention. They don't care who it is. It could be it could be your friend's husband. It could be your boyfriend's brother. It could be anybody that pays you attention. You're willing. If they willing, you're willing. You a hoe.
Right. And you used a $50 word, bartering. That's almost like it makes it legal.
It is. I mean, if you don't set the price before the act, is not technically prostitution. So, hey.
Wait a minute, Mia. Wait, I got to give you a stab. Thank you. James Hicks, tell me something.
I guess from the male aspect, I would say, like you said, it's almost like a badge of honor. But when you hoeing, that's like you don't have no code. You knocking down anything that come through 8 to 80, blind, crippling, crazy. They gonna get it. You out here hoeing, man. You just anything walking, she gonna get it. That's hoeing.
Okay. Okay. Now has there ever been a time where you might have noticed somebody, male or female, where you identified them as okay, they doing too much in the hoeing department, like they phone constantly blowing up, or they got too many people, they got too many irons in the fire, because hoeing can lead to some tragic stuff. Folks have got killed. Yeah, for so there's a serious aspect to this game called hoeing. So I want to talk about what you said, Mia. So if a lady, and I'm not picking on women, if a lady barters for a trip to Cancun, and the price is she got a layup with some dude, that's considered hoe. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, look, first of all, if a man is taking you Cancun, I mean, we not
I
coming here to
had
talk.
to lay up with you to get there. Not that I'm gonna lay up with you while I'm there.
You
Like, I had to.
no, because we live in a different time where I might have flew you out to Cancun. Going to Cancun is cheap. I might have flew you out before I got them things, and we got here. And now you on
And
some,
we
I
got
don't
here,
know,
but
and you
well,
talking about all them.
there's a slew of women that Deshaun Watson flew out. That's
Oh, now here we
12.
go. Now
That's
Hey,
why'd you have
hey,
12.
wait,
hey,
wait,
hey,
wait.
whoa,
Now
whoa,
why you
whoa,
now
whoa, wait, hey,
wait,
hey,
wait,
hey,
wait. James,
hold
wait
on,
a minute.
clear.
Yes, sir.
First of all, you should be ashamed of yourself
Bringing
for
up that man's name.
bringing that innocent man.
I, I didn't say he was guilty. I didn't say he was. I just said there are several women that describe the same circumstances you describe and have been flown out to a location to meet with a man, and for some reason they wires are crossed because he
First of
expected
all,
it.
that's completely different. That's completely different. I'm
Okay,
gonna tell you why. If I fly
okay.
you
Tell
out,
me why.
if I fly you out to Cancun and we get out here and all you want to do is talk, you're gonna have a hard way finding your way back. And I don't know where you're gonna sleep
Well,
tonight.
I
So
can
you got to
I can
tell
tell
about
I
that.
can tell I can tell you what. If I fly you out to Cancun and all you want to get out and talk, how you getting back? It's gonna be my first thing.
Exactly. Your ticket
Yeah.
just got.
So look,
I have a credit with United now because
yeah.
your
No,
flight got canceled.
you come.
Now,
Hey, James, you know what? You
but
come back
hold
to
on,
that room.
Cliff.
Yes, sir.
Now, Cliff, because I've had to address this, barbershop talk. What the
Yes,
difference
sir.
is with the Mr. Watson situation is that I don't know where things have gone wrong in the world, but if I'm butt naked on the table and I done flew you out, I'm sorry, we live in Houston, but for some reason I was in your DMs on Instagram and I flew you out and put you up in a hotel and paid you the $500, $600, $700 an hour you want for a massage. And when I turn
Mhm.
around and pull Mr. Johnson out and be like, "You with it?" And then you be like, "Nah, I ain't with all that." If I roll back over and be like, "Okay," I don't understand. I'm shooting. You miss all the shots you don't take. I didn't hit you
Yes,
with
sir.
it. I didn't say, "Girl, this was about to happen." I just said, "Hey, you like what you see? Oh, you don't like it? Never mind." That's
Right.
kind of shooting.
Right.
Hey, I don't understand right. So this is different because if you go can't come with me when I put this wood, this is happening, ma'am. I don't know what you thought. These mimosas wasn't free.
Right. Right. So
You
so so so
go and start packing your stuff up now. Get all
right.
that fashion old stuff you got over there and pack it up.
And I will say this. I will say this now, and we're not picking on this guy, but speaking to that, you're not gonna tell me that those ladies
Hoes,
did not know.
these hoes. This is what we talking about. These hoes,
Yeah,
right?
let me say that. You're not gonna tell me these hoes didn't know that he was flying you out there for the happy ending, and all of a sudden that's straight hoeing right there, straight trifling.
Well, it's
And
not
and
that.
wait a
That's
minute,
not
wait.
the,
And then,
okay.
and then what I let me tell you what I don't like about it is now you want to throw him under the bus because the money wasn't right. Yes,
No,
ma'am.
no, no. It's not the money wasn't right. Well, wait. That's not the problem. That's not the problem that we having. Is the problem we having with his story is that he had women that first he's he's made a step towards, or he's implied to them that he's interested. They've said, I'm not interested, and he said, cool, and walked off. Or the women that he said, I am interested in, they engaged him and then came back and said, well, I only did it because I didn't want to do it, but I did it. How he supposed to know that you didn't want to do something that you did?
Right.
You willingly did.
Yeah. And you the reason why I know you want to do it, because I can tell on my Cash App when you accept that money. so I already knew you wanted to do it because you checked, you clicked accept. So yeah, so when you talk about these hoes out here, it's basically, and we're talking about male and female, it can be considered a profession.
Absolutely.
Yes?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Especially with the way that the world is today, with social media and all of these builder bodies that people have. Like, everybody can be built like Jessica Rabbit, no matter how ridiculous it looks, because that's become acceptable, right? So you can be out here with a stupid body, and I don't mean stupid good, I mean stupid, and that's being glorified. And you can solicit yourself online, and men are paying. Women, hoes don't even have to date men anymore. They actually date online. Men pay to even look at women. Men pay to look at women's behinds, look at them cook in the nude, look at them do all of these things. It pays to be a hoe.
You say dudes be paying for that? Really?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, hey, baby, what's the lady name that she became famous because she will be in lingerie eating all that nasty food? You know what I'm talking about? What's
the
her name?
Mukbang lady.
Yeah,
I don't know what her name is. Yeah,
well, this is the problem. This is what I feel, Cliff, of these hoes in society that has changed. Hoeing's not new. Hoeing's not new at all. Right. Women have been hoeing since the beginning of time. Right. And women have slept with men for money, however you want to look at it. Whether you dating a guy, men have done the same thing. Homosexuality is not new, right? What has happened in society is that we have made all these things okay. It's okay to be a hoe now. It's okay, like, you know, Cliff. When we were coming up, you didn't want to turn a hoe into a housewife. Nobody wanted to be known as, oh man, you got who pregnant? You dating who? You know she's a stripper, right? Like, now it's okay to date strippers. It's okay to date porn stars. So, and on the inverse, it's okay now with, like my wife was saying, with these OnlyFans, with these strippers, it's okay to sell ass now. I'll say it's okay. It's not even frowned upon anymore. And when you go on Instagram or on Facebook, on TikTok, Snapchat, whatever, these women have, if you for meetups to book you for what, man? You're not nobody, hit my Gmail. And when you see these women getting flying out to Dubai, all social media and the internet has made hoeing go worldwide. Because that's why you see these chicks, they have no job, an air mattress on the floor of their apartment, but you in Dubai, you in Miami, you in LA with your group of homegirls. Oh, I got red bottoms. I'm Balenciaga this, Christian Dior that. Man, if you drive a Honda Accord,
right?
Hoeing is okay. Like, it's a bunch of women mad that James Harden got traded, man. That's all I'm saying.
And I want to say this, Cliff, back to the build a body. That's changed. Plastic surgery and the availability of it has changed. People that would be a hoe because of the way that they look, and they out of desperation, that's all I got. You know, that's all I got. That's all I can offer. Now she could go buy her a body and monetize that same attitude. Because see, you know, back in the day, usually it wasn't no bunch of pretty in the 80s. A hoe wasn't like a regular hoe, not a hoe chasing a millionaire, but a regular hoe was really no pretty girl.
Nah, I'm fucking with everybody because I'm ugly.
Yeah.
I got to fuck these niggas because I'm ugly.
So you tell me there's levels to this hoeing game.
Oh yeah, it's the whole game has changed.
Okay, so let's progress our thinking. So we talk about female hoes, and I don't want to just stay on that, but you got some dudes out here that's dudes.
And I was gonna touch on that, and kind of like to the inverse of the Mr. Watson situation, right? When you deal with hoes, you're gonna have to deal with whole type actions when things go wrong. So
Right.
you have dudes, like I told you, that don't have no code, no morals, and when stuff hit the fan, and when you have men that started having female like tendencies, which we have a term for, which is hoe a n. You wonder why he acting like that? Cause he a hoe. He was a hoe,
Right.
man. Yeah,
Right.
he ain't
Right.
had no business with you. You ain't had no business.
Right.
What? And so I think when you say a man's a hoe, I think that gets commingled with what my wife would call community dick.
Okay.
See,
So let me ask you this.
somebody community dick.
can,
See, community dick is somebody that I sleep around, but I'm not sleeping with nobody that's less than 8. All my women, baby. See, a hoe
right.
don't care. Look, I'm
Right.
sleeping with my supervisor because I'm trying to get this promotion. I'm sleeping with the clean lady. Why? Because she give me toilet tissue and cleaning soap. See, a man that's a hoe. See, people think that men are not opportunistic as well. They are. Yeah, plenty of men that are hoes, and it is what it is. Because I'm telling you, Cliff, I said it last episode. I'll say it again. Y'all can call me whatever hoe you want, but if Oprah called me, me and
Oh, here
Mia
we
had
go.
a good run.
Now,
I'm
you
just
know
saying,
what? Now, I have to say this. I have to say this. You keep bringing it. You've said it like every time I bring you on it. Mia, I think he's trying to tell. He must be trying to say something because he keeps bringing up Oprah. You know.
hey,
Now I will say this.
When Oprah endorsed your show, you gonna be glad I brought up Oprah.
You know what?
And,
When the day she does that, I won't forget it.
and I'm willing, Cliff, to hold myself out just for Cliff's Corner to make it big. I'm gonna do it for you, Cliff. I'm gonna
You
be
know
one
what?
of these hoes. These hoes.
You know, wait, hold on.
me.
Let me give you this stab. And a long one. There we go. Okay, so look, so when a male does it, is it more acceptable for a male hoe as opposed to a female? When a male is out, spreading himself around, sowing his royal oats, as they say, from coming to America, is it more acceptable for him to do it as opposed to a woman that's laying up with everybody?
Let me go
Absolutely.
In
first.
today's culture.
No, hold on. Let me go first. Cliff, I've had this argument with my wife, and I've argued with people before. I think it's not that. I think that we've come to how can I say this? I guess I'm gonna get you're gonna go viral. In this Me Too campaign, female equality, men have slipped around. And the problem is you say it's like a badge of honor. We're not advertising that in the world. What has happened is in this, women have been sleeping with multiple men. Hey, keep your business to yourself. That's what men do. Until you find out, you're not gonna know about the other 10 women on see with. See, now women want to advertise, oh, I should be able to go out here and sleep with a man every night. Actually, man, you can, and you should because you're single. So why wouldn't you? If that's what you want to do, you want to go on a Friday night, but you don't have to advertise. It's almost like it's a dick swinging contest with male and female. Do your thing. I always say, if you're a single woman, I don't even understand why you have a grocery bill. If you're a single woman, why are you paying for food ever?
Ever.
Why? If my wife leave me, you should have a date, man. Hey, you have a date. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I want to go out to eat. Cool. I'm gonna meet you there. I'm gonna meet you there, sir. You ain't got to ride with them. Why are we paying for food?
Right.
So I'm all about equality. It's been happening, but don't get mad now. Hold on, don't get mad because see, a lot of women don't want community dick, like you call it community dick. A lot of women don't want, especially when you're in college. Oh no, you slept with such and such. You said right. So don't get mad now, women. When Houston, I keep telling people in our black community, this social scene, Houston is not that big. So how many rappers you gonna sleep with? How many athletes you gonna sleep with? For people be like, hey man, you a hoe, you can pass around. You gotta let on the pole.
A hoe and a pass around. No, a pass around is a little bit different, and that's what I was gonna say. Is
Yeah,
So
explain
pass
that to
around not a
me.
hoe?
a pass around is a hoe, definitely. But you talked about women like talking about the people that they slept with, when the truth is women really don't. Women that like to sleep with a bunch of men or be free or do whatever don't necessarily talk But the problem is, who are you sleeping with? Because if you sleeping with anybody that's connected with somebody else, men run their mouth more than women. They don't know how to keep their mouth shut. They want to turn around. I hit that. Oh yeah, no, she do this. Oh man, you messing with her? You know, boo boo, nay, whoever. See, men the ones that run their mouth. So it's very difficult for women to even keep their stuff on the DL because y'all gossip so much.
Yeah, you know, and they do.
Well, Cliff, hold on, Cliff. But see, this also goes back to these tendencies that these hoes have. See, because when you are whole, you play yourself as such, and I'm gonna look at you as such. So as a male, you wonder why I'm telling you everybody at the barbershop about you because I see you as a hoe. See, there's a lot of hoes that are hoes, but I knew how to play my hand, and this guy really likes me. So you know, or whatever I'm doing to him, like maybe you step your bedroom game up because whatever I'm doing to him. He don't want me doing it, so he ain't gonna tell nobody because he don't want to mess this up. See, I'm only telling I'm only talking at the barbershop or the cigar lounge about somebody I don't care about. I don't you're not my girlfriend, but I do not want you to leave me alone. I don't want you mad at me, man. You are my Tuesday night, and I don't want to lose my day. So when you put yourself, you sit with me on the first date or whatever. Yeah, you a hoe, man. I don't care. But if we date, see, you could be a hoe and still date me. And don't play your hand. Don't put hot joker on your forehead before we start beating. We ain't even beating our head yet.
What are you talking? So okay, this is why men are able to sleep with multiple women. Cause see, women gonna keep that secret until one of them get in their feelings, and then they just want to fight the one woman that they know that you messing with. They not trying to broadcast. See, men get together and they get on the hotline. You know, like the old school pigeons. They send pigeons out. They see you with a woman, and now all of them got to get together and let you know what all they think they know about her. She used to mess with this person, that person. A woman not finna do that at all. You could 10 women sleeping with that one man can pass each other by and they ain't gonna say not a doggone thing. Because
why is that? Why is that?
You want to walk Cliff? You want to walk Cliff? Because at the end of the day, if we go back to last week, all y'all, not gonna say all y'all, some of these 10 women are willing to be with this man in real life. If he marry me, girl, this is it. I love him. He's a good man. That's why I'm sleeping. Hey, hold on. I'm sleeping with you. I'm sleeping with you because you a hoe. He's a good man. He got a good job. He nice. He take me out. That's why ain't none of y'all saying that because I don't want him to leave me home. This dude don't care. I don't care. Leave me home.
Back to what I said, Cliff. This take you back to the hoe and to housewife mentality. Now, why you got a bunch of dudes? Because he might be in love with this hoe, and you walk in the shop. A guy, say there's a guy and a girl. You see them out, and as soon as he in love with her, as soon as he walk in the barbershop, he got a barbershop full of men telling him everything that his gal did. He in love with her. He willing to be with her. He don't need to hear all of that.
He needs to know. He needs to know that.
Man code. I'm gonna let you know who you do. You might not know, sir, and I'm gonna help you because you might not know, and I don't want you to make no mistakes. Now look, what you do with the information, that's on you. But I'm gonna let you know. Sit and spin, old Cole.
You gonna publicly embarrass him and her, because see, now he got to make a decision. See, now that he knows that y'all have approached him to let him know that his woman is,
everybody in the barbershop. Yes.
Now you putting that level of pressure on him when he may really like her.
Mia, wait, Mia. I have to agree. I have to agree with James. And I'm sorry, and I don't generally agree with James, but check this out.
What?
As a man, it's my civic duty to tell him that one you got, everybody in the barbershop that ran through her. It's my job to tell him, hey, look, bro, you think you got something special, but you think you got something special, but that ain't nothing special about her. Everybody ran through
why. We know why you think he's special.
If he's gonna right, so we can talk about that. So why 10 other women won't say that to each other? Right, because the fact that he's been through 100 women, I see something in him. Like James said, I'm willing to be with him. I see something in him, just like he sees something in that house. We all some haters.
Whatever he sees.
There we go.
Y'all are haters.
We're not haters, man. It's just different.
No, we keeping it real is what we doing.
Haters.
Okay, Mia. Wait,
but I led with that. I led with saying that a woman is willing to marry a guy that used to be community dick. Typically, a man don't want a chick. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. Don't no man want a chick who used to work in the whorehouse. Right? See, yo, man pride. I don't want nobody when I go to the movie theater, everybody in here speaking to you. And now you got to, when you walk in the club, I got to explain. You got to, oh, that's just Kevin. That's the
fight somebody in there because you've been with everybody. No.
Everybody, you hugging everybody. Everybody kissing your cheek. Don't no man really want that. Your wife, the past is the past.
It is. Thank you. Okay. Everybody got a pass. That's all right. Are you with them right now? How would you?
Yeah, but wait, Mia. Wait. I'll say this, speaking from a standpoint of a man, it's hard for a man to marry somebody, unless he does not know about their past, knowingly marrying somebody that was straight hoeing.
Right, we talking about knowingly
marrying. Because let me tell you why. Because when we back to the barbershop, when you walk in that barbershop and everybody know you married this gal that everybody done ran through, hey, I'm sorry, let me get that hood pass from you. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, thank you, Thelma. Anyway, like they want it all.
Your comments
whoa. Sister Green, praise the Lord. Nobody said we didn't like these women. We just said we wasn't marrying them.
Let's be clear.
Let's be clear. Cliff. And I tell my wife this all the time, Cliff. I think what women fail to realize, and I tell people, I say, these hoes, the ones that are hoes, they good reason. Like they don't kill it in the bedroom. They great conversationalists. Ain't gonna be no arguing. You wanna why? Because this is what I do. My job is to make you as comfortable as possible. And men do the same thing. If you date a male hoe, man, he gonna do everything he wanna do. This is what I'm here for. So yes, that's why they in demand. But you know what I told my coworker, Cliff? I was talking to my coworker, and she was telling me she was alluding to the fact that what she did in the bedroom was what made her husband marry her. And I said, I have never heard a more false statement in my life. And I said, what you mean? I said, what you doing to your man has nothing to do. I said, your husband truly loves you. I said, any man who proposes to you, I said, you have done nothing to him in a bedroom to make him marry you. She said, how can you say that? I said, man, if that was the case, every prostitute and hooker would be married. They wouldn't be horned. I said, because they get paid to turn dudes out. I said, so I say, all these strippers and prostitutes is fucking LeBron James, Michael Jordan. I said, you know what they still out here hoeing? I said, because it ain't about that, man. Any man who proposes to you, your bedroom has nothing to do with a man proposing to you. You not turning no man out, and that's when he proposed to you. Point blank, period.
Correct.
Hey, and you think for 1 second that your dick game turned your wife out, sir, unless she was a virgin. Hey, let me tell you something. It's always bigger and better and somebody doing something that you can't do, because better step your game up.
Wait a minute. Well,
look, hey, Cliff, we were watching the show. Yeah, because there's never to it. And we were watching this show, and this dude told the lady put some cigarettes on our back, and I said, that's just another level of freaky that I'm not even. Mm-hmm. So, but your wife looking at you like, shoot, I love somebody put some black miles out on the back of my scalp, and you don't even know it. She can't tell you.
Wow.
You know how to. Wow. But it's a hole out here with a pack of Newports red.
Okay, so we have determined that there are male hoes, there are female hoes. So lastly, Mia, closing remarks. I think they put that on the program when you had a church. Is that right? Yeah, closing remarks. So the benefits, both of y'all get a shot.
Mm-hmm.
If if there are any benefits to hoeing, what are they? And the downsides of hoeing? Go, Mia.
Oh, well, for women, definitely. There are going to be opportunities that present themselves, financial opportunities, opportunities to gain material items, opportunities to, get further ahead in life, pay for education, get just more financially stable. Absolutely, there's an advantage to it. The disadvantage for women, and James has articulated it beautifully, is that you have been pretty much a placeholder until this man finds somebody worthy and wholesome enough to marry. So where does that leave these hoes? They want to get married too. Now they've gone on and done all these things, and now, like James is saying, now they're not even worthy of being married, because that men have this mentality that what she did in the past affects how they're going to move forward and who she can be in their relationship. So the pros of it would be all of those things, getting yourself together. And I believe that's why we're seeing a lot of women that are starting their own businesses. You see online people selling lashes, hair, different kind of products. I think that they probably were in that type of lifestyle where they dated men that had access to things and could help them get started. Now they've become millionaires and they single. And they're probably going to struggle to get a man because of what they did to get to where they are.
Wow. Okay. So they got so basically I can say they got rich from hoeing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. James Hicks, go.
As I close, before I take my seat, as the pastor would say, D flat, Cliff, D flat.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me put you in B flat. He said he want to be in B flat. Here we go. Wait on. There we go. That's B flat.
If you're gonna be a man and you're gonna be a hoeing, and you really about this whole life, it ain't no downside. It's all up. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's all upside. Because of what we said. Our society has made it okay to come back from that. I could fuck everybody all day, every day. I don't care. I could sleep with your supervisor, everybody at your job. If I'm a good man at the end of the day, a woman not gonna give a damn. I got a man, and that's what we as a society. It's sad culture wise, not even culture. Like, it's so hard to find a man that checks enough boxes on a woman's list that wants to be in a relationship. So once I decide I'm done hoeing, I feel like, you know what? It's time we got these streets. If I got a good job, I got some sense. Well, you got to be good looking because you're hoeing. I ain't got no kids, I can manage myself. Some women don't give a damn about what you used to do. So really, for a man, it ain't no downside, because a woman gonna take that. I don't care what you used to do. I'm gonna take that. So if you a man, I'm gonna see with all the women that me talk about that selling bundles and eyelashes and fit body tees. Yeah, please, ma'am, take me to Jamaica. I'm gonna give you what you want. Take me wherever. Yeah, buy me all this stuff with this eyelash money. And when I decide it's time to settle down, I'm gonna be done with all y'all, and Oprah gonna marry me. That's how it's work. It's no downside.
There we go. Back to Oprah. It always circles back to Oprah.
So somebody hashtag Oprah. Hashtag Oprah. Hashtag Stedman don't stand a chance.
Okay, we're gonna do. I'm gonna follow that. I'm gonna follow the hashtag. So hey, I want to thank you guys, James and Mia, for coming on. You guys are always, y'all always go live, always put it down. Thank y'all again. Have a good day. Happy birthday, Mia.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see y'all later.
All right.
All right. Okay, so there we have it. We talked about these hoes. So thank you all for joining the podcast. Don't forget, today's podcast was brought to you by Majestic Events and Entertainment, photo booths, DJing, uplighting, custom monograms, event planning, dancing on the cloud. Visit the website, majesticeventsandentertainment.com. Also, we want you to, thanks for watching, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's super important. Like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. Once again, super important that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And here's some podcast information news that you need to know. We will be changing the podcast starting in September. We'll be on the 2nd and the 4th Saturday. So tell everybody 2nd and 4th. We're not going to do it every Saturday. We're going to do 2nd and 4th starting in September. So if you want to review, I want to run this podcast again, just go to the YouTube channel and share it with all of your friends. Thanks for joining you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
You've been listening to Clifford's Corner podcast.
Love what I do. Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.